Hello everyone. Our SDG chooses responsible consumption and production, and our group member is Qiuyue, Xinyu, Diandi, and Bori. And I will introduce about the responsible consumption and production. And our current excessive consumption is very serious. 18% of world's natural resources are used by only 20% of world's population. It will take 1.5 Earth to sustain our present level of consumption. Resources that are consumed include food, water, products, clothing, and electricity. Therefore, the goals in responsible consumption and the productions are on sustainable management using of natural resources, reduce food waste, minimize chemicals and all waste adverse impacts, and sustainability reduce waste generation. And people have the awareness for sustainable development and lifestyle and develop sustainable tourism. And next page.
Okay, nowadays overconsumption has become global native trend. According to the statistics, about 18% of the world's natural resources are used by only 20% of the world's population. It would take 1.5 Earths to sustain or current level of consumption. But the fashion industry is a major water pollutant that cannot be ignored. According to statistics, it accounts for about 10% of global carbon emissions. And nearly 20% of water. However, China became the largest exporter of appear in 28. The implication is that pollution from the fashion industry is starting to appear in abundance in China. Okay, next page.
Then I'm going to talk about the negative influence of Chinese fashion industry. Firstly, according to Netherlands Enterprise Agency, figures about the amount of waste textiles in mainland China vary from 20 to 26 million tons in US. Secondly, China has a huge labor pool, but it offers relatively low wages, which keeps production costs down and thus maximize margins for brands from fast fashion to luxury. Thirdly, a report documents the issue of toxic chemicals from the Chinese textile industry, causing widespread water pollution and threatening both ecosystems and human health. Finally, Xinhua.net reported that of the 26 million tons of old clothes thrown away, and the utilization rate was less than 1% in 2016. Next page, please.
And the core stakeholder is the fashion lovers and consumers. And the direct stakeholders is a waste treatment plant, clothing industry, designers, sales plant for fashion brand investors and employees. And the indirect stakeholder is a community and the government and fashion market. And the users in our design is Chinese fashion consumers. And the design aims to reduce Chinese fashion consumers following the pursuit of fashion and large-scale purchasing in order to promote a sustainable lifestyle and ultimately reduce waste. So our grand challenge is how might we provide a public service system that helps decline the needs from consumer in fashion markets in order to promote a sustainable lifestyle and finally reduce the waste generation. And next page.
According to the background research and theories, we design a framework to evaluate our following precedents under the fashion industry condition. We separate the responsible consumption and production into two categories, which are sustainable garments and sustainable consumption. In terms of sustainable garments, we focus on a life cycle perspective, which include renewable material, high quality, efficient manufacturing, less overpackaging, long lifespan, and recyclability. And when it comes to the consumption, we pay more attention on the size of market, including mainly two roles, which are consumers to purchase properly and fashion brand to promote slow fashion by their design. Thus, they both work together to achieve the detailed goals of SDG 12, which are efficient use of natural resources, minimize the chemical waste, reduce waste generation, increase public awareness, and remove market distortion. Next page, please. So the first president is called Remake Hub. It is a young social enterprise which provides a secular solution for waste pollution. They provide creativity and impact for recycling solutions on transforming waste into new generational lifestyle products through high-tech innovation materials and sustainable design. So their advantages are they provide management of existing waste. They reduce the new material requirement for making new clothes. They produce 100% recyclable materials to reduce the pollution. They're promoting a sustainable awareness through selling recycled material garment to consumers. But there's still some issues remain. For example, the quality of the products are still questionable, and how do people deal with the discarded clothes even though they are 100% recyclable? How to increase the willingness for purchasing those waste-made clothes? And finally, how to make consumers become a part of clothes life cycle. Next, please.
And the second president is a recycling app, which is a Regain app. Regain is a multi-brand tech background that helps customers to responsibly dispose of unwanted clothes that rewards them with money of their next purchases with the customers. And they recycle clothes through the Regain app and increase the usage rate of clothes, reduce purchases, and then customers can have the sustainable awareness and reduce production and the waste. And it can encourage customers to recycle clothes and cultivate customers' awareness of recycling fashion, and also can reduce production and waste. However, it has some issues. It no cost the fashion company to reduce production, and note that the company supports slow fashion. And next.
So the second president is Fignato. Fignato is a well-designed collection which combines sustainability well. The clothes can be cut into patches and turned into new designs. It gives new life to the deserted old-fashioned materials and creating new pieces by redesigning. So the collection explores the connection between people, dress, and the environment. In this design, upcycling wasted textiles and second-hand gives clothes a second life, which slowing down that fast fashion cycle, while the problem of the brand is that people lack motivation to recycle clothes. Next page, please.
So here's our second framework, which is improved from the previous one to get our redesign. And our key effort is to make the consumption become a part of clothes life cycle and developing consumers' recycle behavior. So our design will be an improvement of all of the three precedents above that we mentioned to form integral system to control the waste from consumption to recycling. Next page, please.
Based on the questionnaire research, we create two personas, Hua Liu and Yi Wang. Hua Liu is a female student who likes to buy new clothes to pursue fashion, but she usually shelves her old clothes because she thinks them are out of date. So her goals are desire to look attractive and use less effort to put her clothes in order. While Yi Wang is a male sales manager, he buys clothes to make himself look clean and maintain his social status. Normally, he would sell old clothes to a second-hand sales app or donate them because he thinks a sustainable lifestyle is necessary. Both of them are being annoyed of dealing with old clothes. Next page, please.
So here is our design mind map, and we give a name of city wardrobe. Our design response is aimed to form an integral and comprehensive system to achieve a stable chain of producing, purchasing, and recycling clothes. And our core concept is to remake the recycled, discarded clothes into new ones instead of selling as second-hand clothes. There are a few rules in this design system. Firstly, a suite of machine in an app called City Wardrobe. The physical machine located at a residential area is a container for collecting and storing clothes, and the app will link the recycle information with the machine, meanwhile providing donation projects and rewards and gifts to consumers. Secondly, industry with advanced technology will receive those clothes and return them into new raw material. And when they receive the design from fashion brands, this material will be made into new products. Another job that fashion brands have to take is to support City Wardrobe by providing products and a discount to attract consumers. But the brands can also benefit from the mobility that City Wardrobe brought to them. Lastly, government takes the responsibility of governing the industries and brands by publishing sustainable standards. Next page, please. The first machine will be located in a community called Beishangwan in Shanghai. Since it is a high-density community whose the majority of the residents here are medium income, which are the biggest part that consists the fast fashion consumption groups. And there are already some existing recycle bins, which shows the support to the sustainable development. Next page, please. The first step to start to use the machine is to scanning the QR code on the screen to connect the machine with your mobile phone with an app. And also there are a map function that helps you to find the wardrobe machine nearby. And secondly, you can choose to donate or to recycle your discarded clothes on the app, and the corresponding doors will open for you to input your clothes. And for the recycle part, we would do a simple sorting. For example, the chemical fiber clothes and other clothes, since materials like chemical fibers is hard to recycle. Next page, please.
And here's other functions in app. When customers choose to donate, they can choose the items to donate. After that, it's a personal interface. You can check the current state of the recycling clothes and whether it has been made into other products. At the same time, you can see how much emissions have been reduced by recycling and how many products have been made from recycled clothing. When their recycled clothing is made into purchase, they will get a certificate and the coupons to buy products made from recycled clothing. And next page.
Okay, this is a customer journal map recording the process of using the software, what problems they are exposed to, and some of their experience using this data, and the experiences of people using the software and the device in reality. We can draw some questions about the software and the device, such as promotion issues, people's acceptance, and some upcoming issues about the software and the device challenges. So finally, we suggest some areas about this software that can be improved again, and make a summary in each section and areas that can be improved to give users a better experience of using it. Okay, next page.
So the app would bring 3 positive impacts. Firstly, recycling clothes gives clothes a second life, and it is slowing down the fast fashion cycle, which explores the connection between people, clothes, and the environment. Secondly, it would arouse people's awareness to recycle clothes instead of throwing away, which promotes a sustainable lifestyle. Thirdly, it contributes to saving energy and reducing waste on water, carbon emissions, and textile. While it also solves some ethical problems, such as reduce cheap labor by slowing down the fast fashion cycle and increase job opportunities. That's it. Thank you.